Everybody, Chris from Trailblazer Home Inspections. What we're going to do today is a walkthrough on a garage door and a garage door opener. This will include all the components that make a garage door to operate safely. Now, this information is going to be helpful for both the seller and the buyer. That way both parties know exactly what to be looking for and what is expected for a garage door to operate safely. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what a home inspector will be looking for. Okay, so what we're going to start with is the basic operation of a garage door opener. You can see this one is a lift master. Now, when I push the button, I want to make sure there's nothing in the way, no obstructions. Make sure that everything seems like it would be safe to operate in this motor. Seems like it'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and operate it. We're going to listen for any loud cracks, bangs, noises, anything that sounds alarming, anything that would make me not want to continue the operation. And in that case, everything sounded great. When you're looking at the spring up here, this is the first thing I look for. I look to see if there's wear, tear, if it's dirty, if it's full of debris. This one is actually in really good shape. This is called the torsion spring. This is one thing I suggest that homeowners never operate it themselves. Never try to adjust it yourself. Always use a professional. Coming over here, you're gonna have the cable pulley. When you look down, you can follow that pulley. See all the way to the end. Now what we do, we'll just make sure that it's in good shape. We're not gonna run our hand all the way down that pulley just because if it is splintered or broken, I don't wanna get poked. So we're gonna check it all the way down and we're gonna make sure that it is in good shape. It's got good tension and it has a little movement as it should. So we're gonna check the other side as well. Make sure the other side is looking good, just as the right side did. And this one, same thing. Got the pulley up here, and the pulley seems to be in pretty good shape too. So we're gonna move on to the next aspect of this inspection. Okay, so now that we have those two major components checked, we're gonna look at all these hinges here. We're gonna make sure that nothing seems to be loose. You can see you have the screws, and actually these are bolts in this scenario. You can see that they're all good. You want to check the rollers. Make sure that the rollers are spinning freely, that they're not bound up. We're gonna check that on all of these, and we're gonna make sure they're all good. Even that bottom one should have a little play to it. We're gonna do the same thing on the right side over here. And I did check all those already, and all those seem to be just as good. We're gonna look on here. You can see this is the arm. The arm has two bolts, one here and one here. One is almost like a backup. So if the bolt breaks, obviously the hinge is not gonna work properly, and some customers may find that hinge or that bolt sitting on the floor. The next thing that we're gonna be looking for is to make sure this door is nice and secure. This is what brings your entire door up. So we wanna make sure that there's no play on this, and we wanna make sure that it's intact. This one appears to be in really good shape, and there's no issues with that. We're gonna look up here, and we're gonna see how is it driven. Is it a chain? Is it a belt? Sometimes the older models would have a screw driven. This one is a belt, and the belts generally tend to be a little quieter and last a little bit longer. The next thing that we're gonna look for is how it's supported on the ceiling. Obviously, we wanna make sure the supports are tight, that they're not going to come off. This particular home has a 3-car garage. We'll be inspecting that side later, but for now, we're just gonna focus on this 1-car garage. What we're gonna do now that everything appears to be intact, we're gonna open this garage door back up. We're gonna listen to it again to make sure everything sounds quiet and that there's no obstructions. And then we're gonna check for safety to make sure everything on the safety aspect works like it should. The next thing I do is I come down and I take a look to see, does it have eye sensors? Some do, some don't. They all should have eye sensors. You can see the LED here. Usually when you put your hand in front of it, the LED may change color to indicate that it's blocked. This one is staying illuminated, which is fine. These you don't want more than 6 inches above the ground. Get my tape measure. You can see this one is exactly at 6 inches. So that is fine too. What we're gonna do is try to close the garage door and see if those eye sensors work. Just as simple as hit the button, watch this door come down, put your foot in front of the sensor, and it pops right back up. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want. So that is a win for that safety, and you can see it's flashing, indicating that there is an obstruction. The second safety item that we're gonna check is what's called a pressure sensor. That's imagine if something was on the ground and we don't want it to crush anyone or anything. So what I do is I take a 2x6 in this scenario, and I close the garage door. What should happen is the pressure switch should make this door pop right back up. It should notice that something is in the way, and it should reverse. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Many inspections that I do, I end up seeing this not work. The door comes down and it stays on top of whatever is in its way. And that's telling me that something was in the way. The last item that we're gonna check are the seals. The seals help with weatherproofing, they help with critters, they help with providing a nice overall seal to the garage door. So in here, you're gonna look all the way down. We're gonna make sure that it's nice and sound. Sometimes critters like to chew on this. So that one is good. Usually the top seal doesn't have any issues. The top seal generally is in really good shape. And then comes down and you can see that one is in good shape as well. The last thing we're gonna check is the bottom of this door seal. We're gonna make sure that that is not chewed away. Sometimes these do rot and sometimes these just kind of disintegrate. So those seals all look good. And just like that, the garage door opener has been checked. We know it's gonna operate safely and it's gonna operate as it's supposed to. Go check yours. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you find out. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check this other garage door, see what I can find. Thanks for watching. Chris at Trailblazer Home Inspections.